posted a bunch of her wonderful, work on Facebook the other day, and it points to Facebook pictures. We should have done that in a way where it posts or sends people back to her blog so they can read more in depth about it. Because if you're just posting the picture on Facebook, unless you go in there and optimize each description, you're really
losing a little.
Yeah, and we're going to go into some things about that are especially important to artists here in just a second.
Can I go back and ask you a question?
Sure.
I know I heard what you said, but you're saying that we should never, you don't post, I was trying to get, since you said Facebook, now I'm thinking, don't post your pictures on Facebook. Post
Yes.
a new blog, say, go to
I'm
my
saying,
new blog.
it's, well, it goes both ways actually, probably. But the more effective way to do it is to, we come up with a gallery, a post, a gallery post or something on most of the websites we do, and we'll show one here in a second. Karen, would you on your computer pull up Marsha's art gallery, MarshaClemensArt.com?
What he's saying is, when she posted those pictures, not to do that, but to link to her website.
Sure.
There's a way to link it, there's a way to link it where if you click on it.
If you go up there to the post,
Facebook.
there's a little line of icons right underneath it.
Okay.
And you can click on the first one, it says link, and then you just put the URL to your post. And that.
M-A-R-S-H-A.
Now, on Facebook, go ahead.
CLEMENTS.
Universal
Art.
Research, the web address.
Oh, so I would put in.
Yeah, that's not a dumb question, because I say URL a lot because that's what we call it in
You
the
don't have
industry,
to.
but it's the web
I
address
forget.
that goes up.
Which web address?
He doesn't pronounce the T. Have you noticed that? He says Clemens.
Nobody does. I mean, that's the Texas way.
It is. Here we go.
Well,
Here she
So
is.
you put your web address.
The ladies over there can see it. I'll pull it up over here for you guys.
Right, okay.
What I do, Cheryl, is I go to my website and copy and paste it, and then it makes it a link. Anytime you copy and paste that line, it'll make a link, whether it's an email
But do you copy and then where do you paste it to?
I'll show
in
you.
Facebook, or whatever you're linking with.
I hope my
Okay, here's
pages
an
are
example.
going
No,
up.
that's fine.
They are.
I'm not just
Okay,
We had
here-
talked about making this more of a question and answer session, but we thought we probably should get going with it.
Okay, Kenny is spamming the world again, and he doesn't know why. But like, here's all the stuff I posted yesterday, some of it by mistake. To give you an example, this is one I posted to my personal blog. It's a video that it was a news report that they made a hip hop video out of, and it hit the Billboard Hot 100 this week. It is the stupidest thing you've ever seen, but it's an example of how things can go nuts on the internet. So if you go over here and you post on the actual, or click on the actual link, it takes you to my personal blog, KennethJackson.co. I couldn't get the whole M. I don't want to spend $1,600 to buy my own name. And see, I built this little blog entry about the Bed Intruder Hits Top 100. And I inserted, the video twice, or there's two different videos involved to show how they kind of
And
made
that's
it.
your blog there.
This is my personal blog.
It's not his business blog.
No. But here is like the link we made to this workshop today. Well, this actually did come off of Facebook. So we posted this on our blog here. Let me show you. This is our business blog. So we posted that we were having this seminar today, Essentials of Internet Marketing, and we put the information there. And then that automatically the way we have it set up, went and posted on my Facebook page.
Oh, okay, so if you post something on your blog, it also goes to your Facebook page?
Yes,
If
the
you
way
set
we've
it up
got it
that
set
way.
up,
Okay.
we don't have the information to do that today, but it's going to be, we've got a series of videos that we're putting out, and it's going to be prominent in that series of videos, how to do this stuff.
Okay, go on back.
But you'll be able to go online and look at this. We're starting in the first month. We'll go over that in just a minute. Now, what was your question?
Now, just go back to where you want to be, so that because I may be getting confused, so just take your steps like you were taking.
Okay. Okay, so our website, like we were talking about, is generally the initial point of contact that you have with your customer online. You want to answer questions as to what you do and why should I trust you on this homepage in detail. You know, this is the nice thing about a web page is you're not paying for it to be on for a certain number of minutes like a radio advertisement or something like that. You can actually go into lengthy discussions. All home pages should include a link up here in the title bar that goes to an About Us page. You know, the search engines look for an About Us page, and that helps add and reinforce your trust factor. Google knows if they see that, and they see name, address, phone number, and things like that, that you're probably legitimate because, you know, crooks don't generally publish their phone numbers and things like that. And again, you want to go into what you do in detail. If you're a sculptor, this is the place where I'd go into detail about your methods and things
And that's
like
real
that.
different from what you're gonna see on many websites, because most websites are just like a big picture on the front page, and this says, here I am. One of them that comes to my mind are all those Clint Watson ones. When you open them up on Fine Art Studio online, you go to their name, but when you open them up, you see one of their paintings and maybe their contact information or their name. That's it. They don't really have a lot of writing on
That's
their
horrible.
homepage.
It's horrible for their work. And we'll go into that in just a minute. We got a whole section on that too. Okay, the other thing that Google probably wants to see in your menu bar more than anything is a contact page. And generally this is where you'll have your address, your phone number, email address, maybe a map to your gallery, or any other information. If you've got a Twitter account, Facebook, any of that stuff that allows a client to get in contact with you needs to be put on there. Now, on our website, we handle that a little bit different because our website is designed to capture leads, and that's its whole goal in life. So we replaced the contact page. Yes, it's got the address, the phone number, and all of that information on there, but it's an actual form where people can just type in their info briefly right there, hit a button, and boom, we're contacted. So there's a couple of ways to do that. And we're going to talk about for just a second how Googlebot works. The whole thing we want to do, if we can't make Google happy and show up in the search results, we can't, show ourselves to the, outside world. And all that Googlebot does is it follows links and collects text. So it comes to your website, it finds a link to another website, it goes over to that website, follows the link, and then it collects all the text off of that website. And that's all it does. And then it takes this information back to Google, and it ranks what it finds and grades the quality of the site content based on the text that it finds and the quality of the links coming into the site. So the more people that link to you, the higher your authority in the eyes of Google goes up.
And the more text you have to describe what your website's about, text better than pictures.
Yeah, because Google's blind. You have to assume. As a matter of fact, when you're thinking about how you want to work with Google and how you want Google to perceive your website, pretend that you're setting this up for a blind person that's going to be listening to it through one of those readers that you see on TV. Because like in the images, they have this little, like if you've ever done anything on like putting an image up, it'll ask you for a description. Well, you want to describe exactly what that image is, because if it comes up and it's a blind reader and it sees an image, it reads the description back to the person that's viewing the page. So you want to say, if this is like our logo, if you go and look at the alternate text for our logo, or if you were to turn off images on your browser, when it comes up it says, sell it anywhere logo. So we're saying this is where the logo is. I mean, we're describing exactly what they're looking at.
And I think sometimes we just don't do that because we don't care if they know a description, but that description's not printed anywhere. Nobody sees it but Google, and it's important that Google see it.
It doesn't show up anywhere except in the code. You don't see it printed on the screen page, but you do see it in the actual code for the web page. And Google reads code. Okay, so anyway, after it's graded the quality of your website, then it throws it into an index with all of the other websites that are of a similar nature, and it ranks them. And it says, okay, this guy's got, 10,000 links coming into this page. He's going to be more relevant than somebody that's got no links or 2 links coming into the page.
And what are the links, when you say when you've got 10,000
A
links?
link is when, like, I go out on KennethJackson.com and say, oh, wow, Marcia Clements wrote this cool thing, and Marshall Ware did this cool thing, and I linked to both of you in the blog post talking about how cool it is. Go check it out. So those are 2 links, from one bot.
So they can click on that and go directly to mine or directly
Right,
to yours.
and also like on Facebook, it's a vote of confidence. Like Facebook, a Facebook fan page, which we'll get into in a minute ago, is indexable to Google. So if somebody gets on there and clicks, puts a link to your site on Facebook, it's going to turn up, and Google's going to look at it and say, okay, there's a link here. How much credit they give to you, who knows? But each link counts. Karen and I, we sold a gold lame Victoria's Secret bra months ago on eBay. And we ran it through our e-commerce system to sell it. We still rank for gold lame Victoria's Secret 34 double D bras. I mean, I'm having to go out of my way to get rid of a keyword that we rank for in this particular case because when we sold one gold lame bra, we're not in the business to sell them over and over again, unfortunately, or we'd be doing really well right now.
He's
Gold
been
bras.
trying to find them also.
See, if I could find a good deal for a gold lame bra that I don't think is going to chafe too much. Okay, so basically that's what it does. Once Google presents you with your searchers with a list of sites based on this quality score, it's an imaginary number they pull out of the air, but it's based on the quality of what they see on your site. And basically in this business, if you've got 2 artists out here that are doing pretty much the same thing, the one who writes the most is going to get the most web traffic. Not the one who puts the most pictures up, because remember, Google's blind, sees pictures.
Oh, careful.
Thank you for not sharing that.
No, that's bad. I thought that was like substantial. So anyway, we'll go to the next slide, and I think this is where we start. Why you don't want a flash website. All right.
Now, what's the flash website?
You look at a lot of artists, and a lot of artists' websites. Pull up Dale Chihuly's.
Spell Dale Chihuly. I know Dale.
Just Google it.
C-H-I.
I'm sure most of you are familiar with Dale.
H-U-L-Y.
I just love him.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's
Oh, yes,
wonderful.
his stuff is it's breathtaking, especially in person. It's this, Flash is this program right here that's giving you the pictures fading in and out. Anytime you see a slide program like that on a website, it's almost always Flash. It's lovely to look at. He's going to explain to you why it's not a great idea. Can you
This
show
is
us?
what Dale Chihuly's website looks like to the Google bot. There's no text.
Yeah, there's no text to describe the art. So it's lovely pictures, but they're not searchable.
Okay.
Dale needs a web guy.
Now hold on. I'm going to explain something how they do this. Google, can they read a Flash website? And yes, if they want to, bad enough. They have a special Google bot that they'll send out to Flash websites that goes and dissects it. It takes tons of system resources, and they use this on websites like Gucci's got a Flash website that is completely and totally useless to search. But if Gucci is not... For more information on how Sell It Anywhere can help your business, visit our website at www.sellitanywhere.com, and be sure to follow Sell It Anywhere on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.